guys, welcome back to the Go-Go channel. Today I wanted to do a regular old thrift haul. I have some really cool stuff that's going to be going in the shop, and then I have some stuff that I'm going to be flipping for the shop too. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure that you start following me there because that is where I announce when I'm going to be dropping new items into the shop. So let's jump in. This first item, I just think it's really what's kind of trending right now, and I think it's going to be perfect for summer. So it is by Target, which it's Exhilaration, which is Target brand. It's kind of older because this line is not around anymore. So this is probably like 6 to 8 years ago. It's this little tiny cropped vest. And I'm going to try to keep it back by me because of the lighting right now. The sun is coming in and I can't close the blinds up on the top of the window. So anyway, it is cropped. It's like an army green color and it's like this vest shirt. And it's super cute. It'll be great for summer, and it's like 100% cotton, I think. Feels like it is. 97% cotton, and then there's a little bit of spandex in it, so there's a little bit of a stretch, but it's a size medium, and that will be in the shop probably with, if it's not in the next drop, it'll be in the one after that. So again, make sure you're following me on Instagram. There are several pieces that I want to kind of flip a little bit, and this next piece I'm going to be flipping quite a bit. If you watched my other hauls, probably about a year ago, I thrifted a jacket, a women's jacket, and it's kind of like a bright green flocked color. And I was going to flip it into like a shirt, like a top, and I kind of wanted it to have like a 60s or 70s rocker kind of feel. I haven't done that yet. I still have to get to it, but I found this one, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one because it's perfect. It's the right like shape. So it's like a velvety flocked periwinkle color. I love this print so much. The sleeves will be removed, kind of similar to this style of this one, but not as modern. It's going to have more of a vintage feel just because of the way the mandarin collar is and stuff. But I think it's going to be really super cute and kind of psychedelic because of this print. I love it so much, so I'm super excited to do that. This next piece is going to be in the shop. Super cute, goes with the like graphic black and white trend that's going on with sweaters right now. It's this cool black and white sweater, really cool psychedelic like print on it. I don't love the bottom. It's just straight and it's got that like, when I say straight, I mean the sides are just really straight. And then it has that scoop kind of bottom on it. So my plan is to do just like an elastic bottom on it and make it a little bit shorter. Right now it's high-low and that's really not in, but the rest of it is super cute. It has like a bat wing to it. It's going to be really cute with high-waist jeans, and I think somebody will really love it. So I just want to modernize it a little bit, and then it's going to be in the shop. So the next piece is probably going to just go in the shop and not get altered, just because I feel like it's going to work to be tucked in, but I think that it's super cute. It's going to be good for spring, summer, even into fall if you want to throw a jacket on it. But it's this really pretty rusty color. I'm trying to keep it down because of that sun, but anyway, and it has some black lines running through it. It's kind of almost a ribbed effect. It's a stand-up collar, and then it's sleeveless, and it has like a raglan kind of shoulder to it, and buttons in the back, and I think it's just super cute. I think it'll be really flattering with even shorts. I could see it with shorts, or like a poofy skirt would be cute. And I think it'll just go with like a lot of fun things. So that will be in the shop soon. This piece is a medium, and it's Ann Taylor, and I just think it has kind of almost a vintage feel to it. I could see it kind of being reminiscent of the 60s, and I think it's really cute. This next piece will also be in the shop, and this one is more of a disco-y kind of 70s feel, and I love this. I kind of want to keep it myself, but I just have too many things. It is this scoop neck, shimmery metallic top, but it has like a scoop in the front, and then also a scoop in the back, and then just kind of it's almost like a V shape. so the sleeves are wide. It sits really pretty on the shoulders and it's very flattering. I just love this top. This next piece will also be in the shop, and it's so, I always want to rub it because it's so soft. But anyway, it's a soft little mocha colored short sleeve sweater, and it is not itchy. I can tell you right now that if it was, I would let you know, and I would be able to tell because I am super sensitive to those things. This is, it's by Cara Santana for Apartment 9, so I'm not sure where that's from. It says it's an extra large, but I don't know. I mean, I think it could fit basically any size if that's the case, because extra large, it would just be more fitted, and then for anybody that's under an extra large, it would be just a little bit roomier. So it's very, very flattering. It's super soft, and I love this color. This color is very popular, and I think somebody will really like it. So that will be in the shop soon. This next piece is something I'm going to be altering for myself. It looks like an old lady's skirt, which basically it probably is kind of an old lady's skirt, but it buttons on both sides, right at the pockets, and then it has elastic on just the sides, not the back. The back is flat, and it's just kind of, it sits cute on. It's a little bit puffy, so it's not super fitted, but it's not super poofy either. And I just think it's really cute. I love the seam in the front. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to make it kind of a mini skirt. So it's going to be super fun to wear in the summer with like graphic tees and things like that. I think it's just going to be something that's easy for me to throw on, and then a pair of tennis shoes. I'm excited to wear this. Super excited, which I never thought I'd say about like a khaki skirt. But I am excited to wear it. I encourage you to think outside the box, because that looks really like, I mean, it looks just kind of mousy and boring, but I think it's going to be super cute once I alter it. And it was new with tags, and you could see it was from like the 70s. It's old, so it's pretty cool when you find pieces like that no one has worn for that long, and it's sat somewhere safe. Maybe it was in a warehouse somewhere, I don't know, but it's kind of cool when you know that you're going to be the first person to wear it and like put together outfits with it. This next piece is, I'm not sure if it's going to be in the shop or not. It kind of depends on how I feel after I get it done, but I am going to alter it that same type of 70s like rocker kind of style. It is already sleeveless, but it's so cool. It's like a gold flecked, I don't even know. It's metallic-y, and I can't even explain what this shape is, but it's just kind of a brocade almost looking. The way that it doesn't button up all the way, so the collar kind of goes out, it looks 70s, even though this is not. This is by Ellen Tracy, and I am going to, make it more fitted and shorter and more like a vest shirt, kind of like what I'm wearing now, but this is actually a vest. This obviously won't look exactly the same because it has a collar, but it's going to be that kind of an idea where it's like a vest type of shirt that you're going to wear by itself. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. But anyway, this will be a thrift flip coming up soon. So the next piece is pretty fun. It is Harley Davidson, and it's a tank top, and it was brand new. Like, it had tags, but I always take the tags off because I wash everything as soon as I get it home and make sure it's, germs are gone, sanitized, all that. But this was new with tags. You can tell it was never worn, and it hasn't really been washed a lot. It is nice, and it has rhinestones on the Harley Davidson, and so it's just a graphic print in the front, and then it's just plain in the back, but I love it. I think it's super cute. So this next piece is a t-shirt, and it is not vintage, but I love the vintage feel of it. It's very worn in, and it's kind of faded, but you can tell it's newer because the logo is printed on the t-shirt, and they didn't do that back in the day. So they started doing that in the 2000s. But it's by Doctor Who, the show Doctor Who. And I've never seen the show, but I do know that they have this like phone booth in it. So you can see the phone booth and then the Union Jack behind it. And I love Union Jack. Like, I love their flag. It's kind of weird. I wonder if they feel like the American flag is cool. I don't think that translates the other way, but I do love the Union Jack flag. And this is just really cool. You can tell it's kind of a faded black. And it's probably about a medium, I would say. Oh yeah, it's a medium. So it's a medium and just plain in the back. But this is one of those where the graphic is so nice. And layered under stuff, this is just a really cool graphic that you want to have. I'm always on the lookout for something that catches the eye, and you can play off of all the colors in it. So this will also be in the shop soon. The next piece is super fun, and this plays into all the layering that everybody's doing lately. I'm always on the lookout for like tank tops or toppers. I call them toppers. I don't really know what they're really called, but the little tiny tops that they make that people usually wear a blouse or like a white button up underneath. Anyway, I found this one and I love this one. It is knit. It's a really nice heavy knit, and it's by this brand Oleana or Olena. I don't really know, but I'm not familiar with that brand, but I love the square neck, which is super trendy right now. It's square in the front, and then it's a little bit lower square in the back. It has around all the hems or edges, it has like a darker red, and then it's this really cool red and darker red floral, which is beautiful. And then at the bottom, it has a cool little gold band knitted into it. It is a size large, so it is pretty generous, but even on me, I would say it would fit and still look good with a shirt underneath and not look baggy. So I think it's kind of a universal size depending on, because it's stretchy, depending on how you want to wear it. And this will be in the shop for sure. I think it's going to be really cute layered. So that's the way I'm going to show it in the try on. And then whoever gets it, it'd be really fun to see how you put it together, what you do with it. So I always encourage people, like, please tag my shop when you buy something and let me see how you wear it, because I love seeing like how people put outfits together and what they decide to do with different pieces, because I think of ideas, but I don't think of everything, so it's fun to see what other people do. So if you get this one, make sure you let me know or show me, tag me so I can see it. So these next two pieces they came together. I might sell them separately just because I don't know if the same person will want both pieces, if that makes any sense, but they're very psychedelic. The first one is this tank top, and it's a very lightweight, kind of sheer, crinkle material, and it goes out at the bottom a little bit, but you can just as easily tuck it in and no one would even know, and it's more fitted in the middle and on the top. And it's just really cool. I love the print on these. They're so psychedelic and funky. It says magic, it fits, so I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like universal. I think this is universal, like one size fits most type of idea. So there's no size on it, but the brand is magic, it fits. So I'm assuming it's universal. Anyway, that will be in the shop. And then here is the blouse that went with it, which I think is really fun and very funky. It also goes out at the bottom, but you wouldn't really have to show that if you didn't want to. It flares a little on the edges of the sleeves. And then it has, the collar is the only thing that is not crinkled or pleated, I guess you would say. But it does kind of look almost like a disco collar, but not quite. It's smaller, but the way it fans out makes it look a little bigger. Yeah, I think it's really fun. It's super funky. This next piece is gorgeous. I think you say atelier? Frame atelier, I don't know. Anyway, that's the brand. And it is a super buttery, soft, I don't even know how to explain this leather. It is a little more suede feeling on the outside, or on the inside, and almost just like buttery, suedey, soft on the outside. And you can wear this as almost like a top. I would wear like a bustier or a bralette with this underneath, and then just tie it in the front. It just ties right here, kind of right under the bust, and then it's just open. It's so cool. It's very cute. Very, very on trend right now. Nice, nice quality, beautiful, soft jacket. So that will be going in the shop as well. It's very 90s, so it's perfect for now. The next piece is for me. Funny story with this one. I was wearing these black like men's tuxedo pants, and I tried this jacket on, and it looked exactly the same material as the pants. It was so cool together that I was like, okay, well now I have to get it, because it's like I have a whole suit. So it is this really cute, it's by Ann Taylor. It's this cute little Bolero jacket, and it's pretty plain on the sleeves. There's nothing to the sleeves, but it has this really nice embroidery on the front of the jacket and on the hem in the front. And it's just beautiful. It's like a brocade almost looking. Very simple lines and straight, and I think there's just so many possibilities of what I can wear this with. So I definitely decided to pick it up because now I can wear it with those pants. And it's like I have a two-piece, which is very hard to find. The other thing I thought was kind of like something I didn't think was very exciting at first, and then I tried them on and I was like, oh wow, these are cool. So I found these pants, and they just look like tan women's work pants, you know, but they're nice and wide at the bottom, and surprisingly, they're super high-waisted. I've been looking a lot at Lisa Bonet and her character Denise Huxtable from A Different World, and I was really looking at a lot of the things that she would wear, and that's what inspired me. And when I tried these pants on, it looked like a lot of the pants that she had on in the show. So I was excited because I think that her style is amazing. I always wanted to be Denise. So when I saw these pants, I was like, oh, see, now I can like dress like her. So I'm excited to wear those. Okay, speaking of disco collar, I was shocked when I saw this. First I saw the print of this shirt and I'm like, oh, that's cute. But it just felt like a modern day polyester shirt. And then I looked at the tag. Here, I'm gonna take it off the hanger so you can see. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is vintage Sears. And it's purple and black and gold and teal, which is like me. These are my colors. And it has the big disco collar. In fact, the collars even have the little tabs in them to make them stick really sharp and straight. And it fits me perfectly. And the other thing I love about this shirt is, here, I'm gonna put my arm in there so you can see. The sleeves are super fitted, and it has like above the cuff, it has a button right here. And then the cuff also has a button, but if I leave the cuff unbuttoned and just button this one, and it's nice and fitted, it kind of flares out, which I think is super cool. So cool. I love this shirt so much. And I'm not giving it away. It's fine. I'm keeping that one, but I was super excited to find it because I never ever find vintage 70s impeccable shirts like that. I mean, I think I did probably a year or two ago, and way before that for sure, but it feels like now when I go searching, it's so hard to find because it's so picked over. So I was so excited to find that. I don't even know how I got that lucky, but it's mine. So this next piece, same thing. I was shocked. So if you've watched my previous hauls, I've mentioned a few times that I think it was probably a couple years ago that I thought that stand-up collars were going to be huge. And it took a long time for it to happen. But, I mean, it took like a year and a half or something. I don't know. But in the midst of me saying that, I spent a long time just searching for stand-up collars, searching for stand-up ruffly collars, because that's what I wanted. I think I found one or two, but I never really found a lot of them, and I kind of gave up. But what I do when I go to the thrift stores is I just scan the top of all the blouses and I look for stand-up collars. I look for ruffly collars, and I found this. And it's so awesome. I can't even, it doesn't do it justice on this hanger at all, but it's this crinkly gold blouse, and it has this ruffled stand-up collar. I'm so excited to wear this, like tucked in and like under jackets, and have the collar kind of pop out and pop up like that. I was super excited. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm getting this. This is exactly what I wanted, and I'm super excited about it. The next piece, I think I've seen this little bag probably like 4 times when I've been at this thrift store, and I've passed it by every single time. I thought it was cute, but they wanted like $5.99 for it, and I'm like, it's not worth $5.99. It's so tiny. And then I watched all the fashion shows for this last season, spring, summer 2021, and I saw Chanel's, and I'm like, okay, now I want it, because I know it's not Chanel, but it has the idea of Chanel. And so this is it. It's this chain crossover bag, and it's this tiny little gold quilted adorable bag. And again, I realize that you can't put your phone in here, but I feel like bags like this are more about, it's almost like wearing a necklace and a belt together. You know, it falls kind of at the length of where your belt is, and it's just like another accessory. And I kept thinking about that and how I had said that previously, and how much I like the other bags that I've gotten that are tiny, and I'm going to use them like that. And then I was like, why didn't I get this? It's stupid that I didn't get that, because it's so cute. And I want to do some, like, you know, designer dupe type of outfits and stuff like that. I want to do some videos of that coming up. And so I'm like, if anything, I could just use it for the videos, for photo shoots, things like that, because it's so cute. So I went back, and thank heavens it was there. So I got it, and I'm super excited about it. It's not great. It's not even made expensive. It's like plasticky, and I'm fine with it. I just think it's cute. I like the look of it. And for me, it was all about the style. I don't need big brands to make me feel important or to make me feel like I'm achieving the looks that I want. I like being creative and achieving the looks I want. And things like this just kind of make that happen. So anyway, I know it's not designer. I'm not trying to pass it off as Chanel, but I just like the look of it, and I just think it'll be fun to play with. So I'm glad when I went back that it was there. This next piece is very strange. It's kind of crazy, but then I put it on and I started playing with it, and I kind of love this. The brand is Coco and Carmen, and this is just, it's interesting because, like, I think anybody could wear this. So it's a skirt, it's like a wrap skirt, and to put it on, it has all these snaps, but if you look at it, it has snaps. It has like several different sizes of snaps. Like they go all the way across the front on both sides. So you can adjust it however your waist is and make it fit with lots of different sizes, which I think is really cool. The other thing that's fun is that this is one side and this is the other side. So it's reversible. I can flip it, and the snaps flip. Like the snaps go both ways. So I can flip it around and wear it one way and then flip it around and wear it the other way. And my plan for this is, because it is really super short, is to wear it more like, almost like an accessory belt for layering outfits. What I like is snapping it diagonal, so it kind of hangs in a unique way instead of just being straight on like a skirt. I'm gonna wear it more like that, and I'm excited to play with it. I think it's gonna be really fun. This next piece has history, major history, and when I picked it up in the shop, first I thought it was new, but it did have tags on it that looked old, and the label gave me a clue that something was historical here with like Minneapolis and Minnesota in general. It is this gorgeous brocade. It's almost like a coat. What gave me the clue that something was different about it is that the label is State and Maine, and then below it, it says Field Schlick, St. Paul, Minnesota. So I Googled that and found out that Field Schlick was also a department store that I wasn't aware of because it was downtown St. Paul, and I never really went to St. Paul. I was more on the Minneapolis side. I wouldn't say we're rivals, but like you are usually true to Minneapolis or true to St. Paul, and I'm definitely true to Minneapolis. St. Paul was like a whole another half hour away, so we usually didn't go there. But this was a department store that closed maybe the 70s or something. It's like a coat dress because it's not lined, it's not heavy, and I was going to like alter it, like make it a two-piece, like a little jacket, a cropped jacket, and like a skirt. But now I'm scared to like do anything to it. I don't know. I would really welcome opinions on that. Like, is it okay to alter something? I would leave the label in here because it's history. But to make it so it fits me so I can actually wear it, I don't know, because I love it so much. And I love that it has that history to it, and it's like all about Minnesota. But I'm not sure what to do. So let me know what your opinion is below. I really want to know because I'm kind of scared to do anything until I get like second opinions and find out if it's like a no-no or if it's okay. Just let me know what you think. Anyway, I love it. It has covered buttons. It's super cute. It's not pressed right now because I washed it, so it's kind of hard to tell, but it just has a really cool look to it. It even has the belt still. So I'm excited to have it, and who knows what's going to happen with it in the future. This next piece I'm super excited about. I just hit myself with a hanger. Anyway, I think this jacket is adorable, and I don't know if I'm going to sell it or not. You can already see part of it. Anyway, I found this cute little cropped black jacket, and it has a little giraffe eating some leaves here in the front, and when you turn it around, there's his body and some more fallen leaves. I just think it's super cute. I love him. I think he's so cute. And so I'm not really sure. I'm going to play around with it and decide if I want to keep it or if I'm going to put it in the shop and let somebody else enjoy him. But the buttons are super cute too. I love them because they're wood, but they have like the traditional giraffe like spots carved into the wood. So just adorable. There is a little bit of stitching coming out right here. Sorry. Right there in the blue, but you don't really notice that. I just think it's so fun. The last few things I have are just little accessories. I have some new jewelry that's going to be going in the shop, and I usually don't show all those because I get like so many tiny little pieces, but I thought that it would be fun to show you guys in the haul. So I'm really into like pins, brooches, stick pins, things like that. I found this cute little stick pin, and it's a 2-piece. This is the tip that comes off, and it has a tassel on it, and then this is just round and it has another little tassel on it. I think it's so adorable. I could see this, obviously the traditional way on the side of a jacket, or I think that it'd be really cute right here in the middle of a collar of a button down. I also think that this would be super cute on like a beret, like on the side of a beret, because the tassels would wiggle. Speaking of beret, I found a beret, and it's a vintage one. I think the colors are so cute. It's like a red, green, white, and blue circle, and it's just adorable. I have cleaned it, and so it's all clean and everything. I think it's super cute, and it's going to be going in the shop, so look out for this one. This other pin that I found, I think has multiple opportunities for use. I think it'd be really cute right here on a collar of a button-down, button-up shirt. I also think it would be fine using it the traditional way as like a pin on the side of a coat or a jacket. I think that it would be really cool tying a scarf. I sell some scarves with vintage pins. This one I probably won't add to a scarf combo. I'll just sell it individually, but tying a scarf around your neck almost like a men's tie and then putting a pin right in the middle, I think is such a chic, unique way to wear a scarf. And so this pin I think would be perfect for that. I found these cute little earrings. They're like antique gold balls, and they're pretty big sized. These are actually, well, I have some in right now, but they are about the size of the ones I have in, but mine are like domes, and these are real like full balls. I was gonna say circles, but that's not a circle. Those will be in the shop too, and I love the antique gold. The next pair of earrings I found are so cute. I found these cute little pastel shells, and they're drop earrings. Make them stop moving around. And I just love the colors on them. And they are probably about an inch drop, 1.5 inches maybe. I love them. So they'll be in the shop too. This next pin is so cute. And I believe that the little stones on here are mother of pearl. They look real. They feel real. But this pin is adorable. Almost like cattails or something. And then leaves on the bottom. And I just think this is really cute. I think this would be really pretty with like a collection of pins or just on its own. I think it's gorgeous. So that will be in the shop as well. And then this guy is really fun. It's this, and it is like 2 little clips and a chain in the middle, and it's to put on the 2 collars of your button up, and then the chain hangs in the middle. That was really popular in the 80s, and I just think this one's really cute. I love the gold and then the little pearls on them, and the chain is really different too because it's like a square chain, and I think that it's kind of fun. That is it. That is my haul. So let me know what your favorite piece was, because I like to hear that. So I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure to like if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe because there's more coming. I definitely have some fun DIYs and thrift flips and even some home stuff coming up. So make sure you are subscribed so you know when I put out a new video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!